Today, we're going to talk about my FX30. I popped down to the Sony store to check it out. They had one in stock, started playing with some stuff, and decided, you know what? Let me get this camera because the way it fits with the lens, it was just a great package. So I'll tell you all about it in today's video. Well, that happened. Today's video is going to be slightly kind of like a vlog and just a off-the-cuff kind of thing, just to show you what happened and how we ended up with the FX30. I'll also put some photos and some videos of my test as I tried to see what this thing was. I had some challenges, but I'll go into that in a later video. So first day experience with the Sony FX30. Check it out. We are at the Sony store and I found the FX30 and I purchased the FX30 with two lenses. So here's the kit.
Okay, it's the body FX30 and the lenses is 16-35 and then 11. Okay.
So after getting the camera back, I plugged it in, let it charge, spent some time reading the manual, trying to figure out how this thing works. I'll tell you that as a photographer, part of my issue was as soon as I picked up the camera, I started wanting to look through a viewfinder and there is none. So I spent the first day just going around town, shooting some photos, seeing what it was like to just take things in automatic to see how the images were. And I have to say, they came out pretty nice. I did like, what I got from it. I set the camera to JPEG RAW. The RAW format doesn't seem to open my computer. I have to figure that out, but yeah. Next, I looked at the JPEGs. They looked pretty good, and I started to play around with videos. So here are some examples of the things that I took. So coming from a Nikon, I didn't really know what to expect for this camera. Out of the box, it felt pretty nice, it felt pretty light. The combination of the lens that I got, the 11mm 1.8 and the 16-35 f4, they work pretty well for this camera. I think I may pick up the 10-20, but I'm still deciding on whether or not I need to go with that or find an off-brand lens that actually has a brighter aperture. So we'll see. What do you guys think of the photos and videos so far? From a Nikon perspective, as someone who's been using Nikon for years, straight out of the camera, I think I like the way the Nikon images look. I haven't done anything to the files, they're just straight out of the camera. I played around with the video to kind of test to see all the different picture profiles and take a look. Let me know what you think about these. you think of the little mini test? I had an opportunity to sit in the hotel lobby and just film for a little while. I ran through all the different picture profiles. Actually, I missed picture profile 1, but I guess that's the standard one. So what I noticed on picture profile 5, you probably wondering why I put it in there twice. When some folks walked by, the light went up and then it came back down. So I put the second one in where no one crossed by, so that way you could see it's a standard setting and it worked fine. Again, let me say this, the camera was in auto mode, so it's controlling the ISO. Other than the last two where I set them up for different Kelvin settings based upon what I think the lighting would be. So you can see what that's there. They have not graded, just basically straight out of the camera. Well, so far, it's been a few days since I've been actually utilizing the camera. Yes, I did take a lot of photos because, you know, that's the thing that I do. And I have to say, so far, I like it. It's going to take a bit of a learning curve to get used to just shooting videos only, but the fact that as a travel YouTuber now, I have to do some thumbnails as well. So being able to shoot pretty good JPEGs out of camera is pretty nice. I still kind of think it's not exactly the same as the Nikon. Maybe it's just me not wanting to give up my Nikon, but I'm gonna do another test and shoot with the Nikon photos only, because of course we know the video is not gonna be the same. Right now the Nikon is recording this, of course, with a Ninja 5, so the quality is much better because it's a 10-bit file. The FX30 does shoot 10 bits straight out of the camera, and that's what I'm looking forward to. I just have to learn this thing. I shot a few things while I was running around town, and some of them didn't come out as good as I wanted to. Yes, I put it in manual and I tried to fool around with it. Guess I'm not quite ready for that yet, but I have to break myself in. I did realize that I started using the screen a whole lot more rather than using a little thumb wheel when I wanted to change modes between photo and video. Yeah, that's one thing I should mention. I wish they had set up the photo video mode kind of like a little switch like in the Canon cameras, because you got to go into mode, scroll the wheel, past the PSAM settings, you can get to the video section, and then once you get into that, it pops up another menu. You know, I'll talk about that in the next video. But needless to say, I've gotten used to kind of getting through that. It's something different. I still have some issues with turning on the camera and figuring out what to do. But you know, it's a learning curve. Overall, it's not a bad camera. It's light, it's comfortable with the lens that I've gotten for it, and I like it. Those of you who got the camera, how do you feel about it? Let me know in the comments. I'm looking to hear from other folks out there who are Nikon shooters or coming from another brand and are picking up the Sony FX30. What do you think so far? What do you think of the nighttime photos? Did they look pretty good to you? I mean, you know, from what I'm seeing, it looks pretty decent. Anyhow, I'm gonna wrap the video. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you in the next one. Again, if you like the video, thumbs up. If you love it, subscribe.